There are inexpensive knockoffs available that you won't regret purchasing, as well as ones that fall short of your expectations in terms of video quality. If you purchase the incorrect capture card, it might seriously impact your gaming experience. We can assist you in selecting the ideal capture card for your requirements and financial situation. The market for capture cards has long been limited to HDMI 2.0, but AverMedia has taken the initiative and produced a real HDMI 2.1 capture card that is more powerful than any previous model. With HDR, it can record at up to 4K quality, fully using the HDMI 2.1 bandwidth. Additionally, you'll be able to record in ultra-wide mode at up to 3440x 1440p at 144 frames per second. Its 3.5mm audio in and out ports are a delight for headset console users in addition to its amazing features. These ports eliminate the need for party chat connections and additional microphones in order to record your own voice during conversations with colleagues. AverMedia fulfilled their goal of providing an ultra-class capture card in terms of specifications. Unlike most proprietary software, the AverMedia gaming utility that you may use it with isn't that horrible. It's simple, but it may save a ton of time when troubleshooting by telling you what resolution you're recording at, what applications is utilizing the device, and even your audio bit rates. Even though it was released without the ultra functions that had to be added via upgrades months later, this capture card has gone a long way since then. It has now fulfilled those functions since those revisions, making it the best external capture card for ardent users. Although it is a stripped-down version of the EVGA XR1, the EVGA XR1 Lite is one of the best capture cards available for a reasonable price. The key components are retained, but the normal XR1's bells and whistles, such as the knob, RGB lights, and 1440p 120Hz advanced pass-through, are gone. For the majority of users, 1080p 60 video is ideal. It seems excellent without the hassles of managing 4K video, such as large file sizes and sluggish outputs. This capture card is more than sufficient for the foreseeable future, provided that you do not intend to work with 4K film.
My heart is shattered into pieces, fractured from the weight of broken promises. Each shard a reminder of pain and sorrow, aching with memories of a brighter tomorrow. Once it beat with joy and hope, but now it's cracked and unable to cope with the wounds of love that did not last, leaving a void that's vast. Tried to piece it together, mend the cracks, but some wounds are too deep. There's no going back. The glue of love that used to hold it tight has melted away in the darkness of night. Fragments of emotions scattered on the floor.
It's difficult to match the speed and effectiveness of using a capture card that is directly attached to your motherboard if performance is important to you. The Elgato 4K 60 Pro MK.2 has pass-through capabilities up to 1080p 240 and 1440p 144, and it can record and broadcast in up to 4K 60 HDR10 with VRR and 1080p 60. Every time you want to play alone, you won't have to disconnect your monitor to send it straight to your gaming PC thanks to these pass-through resolutions and refresh rates. All of this while using PCIe to reduce latency. Additionally, unlike other capture cards, which become inoperable after one application uses them, it supports several apps, enabling you to utilize the device simultaneously with two different programs. Compared to being a PCIe card, which restricts its versatility, this enables it to be far more versatile. Being an internal capture card, you won't be able to move it about easily, but this would be ideal for a mini IDX streaming PC design that is portable. There aren't many differences between a console to PC and PC to PC capture card. But for a lot of console players, the main drawback with capture cards is their audio and communications. It has always been difficult to use capture cards with headsets and controller microphones. Often, a dual microphone configuration and a special party chat connection are required. This is fixed by the Asus TUF Gaming Capture Box CU 4K30, which has conventional 3.5mm audio in and out ports that you can use to connect in your controller and headset. This eliminates the requirement for an additional microphone and party chat cable in order to communicate with your colleagues. Playing games won't have to be compromised thanks to its low latency 4K 60 HDR and 1080p 240 pass-through. It does, however, have a controversial gamery design that may not go well with your setup since it has RGB components and a tough metal appearance. It's difficult to fit in unless you're all decked out in Asus TUF gaming gear. One of your safest options would be the Elgato HD60X if you have a Mac and want to utilize it for streaming or recording your PC or console games. Within the capture card market, Apple's new M-series CPUs have caused a specialized aggravation for some. M-series CPUs receiving video over USB while operating in UVC mode are the source of this issue. While not all capture cards support UVC mode, the Elgato HD60X does, making it possible to feed video to OBS without any issues. Mac capture cards are a tiny niche inside the already tiny capture card market, which explains why you've had trouble finding excellent capture cards for Mac and Apple's silicon. If you run into any issues with Elgato, you will at least have access to a user-run forum and Elgato assistance on r/Elgato. Other companies do not benefit from having a large community to assist with possible issues.